Hello friends, welcome to Shiksharthi. In this video, we'll be discussing linear equations. So let's start. Okay, so in the very first place, we need to understand how is a linear equation formed. What are the types? The next thing which will be important here is what are the various types? I mean, when we say various types, what are we basically talking about? Are we talking about a linear equation in one variable? In two variables? Are we talking about only one equation, or we are talking about more than one equations? So let's put it like this, that V here is for variables and E is for equations. I repeat, we will be discussing variables with equations, and when we are talking about variables, now when I am talking about variables, what do we mean by a variable? Variable basically means what? Something that can be varied. So what do you mean by something that can be varied? Something that can be varied means something which is not a constant term, because a constant term is something which cannot variate. I mean, you cannot change the value of a constant term, because by definition constant means fixed. But when we talk about a non-constant, it is then only that we talk about a variable. So what is a variable in the very first place? Variable is a non-constant term. A variable term is a non-constant term. So now when you talk about variable term, we basically, and if I am talking about a variable x, let us pick up a variable term, let's say x. So in this case, can we start off with a minimum power, that is 0? Then we can talk about next power, which is 1. Then we talk about next power, which is 2. Then we talk about another power, and so on. We can talk about the various powers of this variable which we have taken it as x. And here w that we are using here is w is a whole number. Now in a certain sense, these are the variable powers, because these are those powers of variable in which you will see the variable. The variable exists, but this is a power variable you will not, I mean where you will not see the variable, and this will get converted into a constant term. Okay, so the first discussion that I am going to have with you, as discussed, V here stands for a variable and E here stands for the number of equations that we will take with the variable. So first we would discuss about V is equal to 1 and E is equal to 1. So I'll explain this thing to you once again. When I say V is equal to 1, I am basically talking about one variable which is a non-constant term, and E stands for the number of equations involving that variable. Okay, so let us take this as A. Now if I take one variable and if I take one equation, we know that an equation is formed only when there is an equal to sign in between. So can I say this is just like saying an equation? An equation means a single equation where E is equal to 1 with one variable where both A and C are constants. They are constant terms, and x no doubt is a variable. So the point that I am trying to make here is, now the same thing I could have written, this is c times of x to the power 0. That doesn't make any difference, because we know that x to the power 0 is equal to a 1. So which I am putting it here, x to the power 0 is equal to a 1. Now this will be equal to a 1 only when x is a non-zero term. This is something which is very important and which has to be kept in mind. Okay, now this we are talking about an equation in one variable. Now, when we are talking about an equation in one variable, there are different values that you can take for A and C. Now, when I say you can take different values, I'll just explain this with the help of an example. So what I'm suggesting here is take the values of A and C as plus minus 1. So in one case you'll be getting what? Let's say minus x minus 1 is equal to a 0. Next case you can say minus x plus 1 is equal to a 0. Next case you can say x minus 1 is equal to a 0. And the next case here is x plus 1 is equal to a 0. So these are 4 different equations that you have formed. I mean, at the time you will say this is v is equal to 1 and e is equal to 1. But maybe this is a discussion that will make me integrate this topic when I represent this on a real xy plane. Then this gets converted into 4 different quadrants. Okay. Second, let us say now I want to form an equation wherein there are 2 variables. So let us say v is equal to 2, but I want to have only one equation. So let's say in this case ax plus by plus c is equal to a 0. Right? Now this can be understood as x to the power 0 into y to the power 0. This can be understood like that. Okay, then you can further divide it into many parts. For example, if I assign different values to a, b, c, so how many such equations can I write when I assign different values? And let us say I want to take non-zero values, because I could have taken 0 values also. So once I discuss this, maybe then I'll convert this entire discussion into expression format. Okay, so but you have understood how to make an equation, a single equation in 2 variables. Now the third case here is, let us say I want to have 2 variables and I want to have 2 equations as well. So in this case, what will you do? You can use the same with different coefficients. With, let's say, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to a 0. And this way we can keep on scaling up this discussion. I mean, we can always scale up. For example, if I wanted to use 2 variables and 1 equation, that I have already done. But if I want to just say that using 1 variable I want to make 2 equations, I mean, that also you can do. For example, here you can just write another equation using 1 variable. Right? Okay. Now, once you have done this, there can be a different variable also that you can use. Why only I am using s? I can use y as well, keeping in mind when I talk about the variable x, I am talking about the x-axis, and when I am talking about the variable y, then I am talking about y-axis. Correct? Now, taking this discussion to the next level and talking about linear expressions. So, the first expression that I want to write here is, let us say I want to write down ax plus c. Is it a linear expression? Yes. Now, something which is based on this linear expression only, I can say the second linear expression is I can eliminate c. I mean, I can always put c is equal to 0 and I can write it like ax, keeping in mind that in all these cases, I mean the cases that I am going to write after this, a is a number value which is a non-zero number value. This is a non-zero number value. That means except for 0, a can be anything. A can be a real number or a can be a non-real number, which is an imaginary or a complex number. If the question tells you, if the discussion is about real numbers, in that case you will say a is a non-zero real number. Why non-zero? Because if I make it equal to a zero, it is no longer a linear expression. So a point that should be made finally at this stage is, what is a linear expression? Linear expression is something which makes a line on the Cartesian plane. Line, L-I-N-E. What is a Cartesian plane? The real x-axis and the y-axis together is the Cartesian plane, real xy plane, right? In which the maximum power, if I talk about all these, the maximum power of the variables being used, the maximum power of the variables being used will be equal to a 1. Not only the maximum power, even the minimum power will be equal to a 1 only. So what is a linear expression? A linear expression is formed out of variables and constant terms in which the exponent value of the variables used will be equal to a 1. For example, if I wanted to write only one equation with 3 variables, as I said, we can always escalate this. We can always scale up the discussion. In that case, I can take the 3 variables as x, y, z, let us say, specifying that there are the variables, these are the 3 variables that I am using, along with the constant, the coefficients which are constants, and then I equate it to a 0. If I don't equate it to a 0, in that case it becomes a linear expression of 3 variables. One linear expression of 3 variables. Anyway, now this is, so if I talk about the first 2 cases, we are basically talking about variable being equal to 1 and the expression. Now E here was equation, now here, so let us say I take this as EQ. In all these cases I'll put it as EQ, and in this case I'll put it as EX, right? And we are talking about linear expressions. So maybe I put a separate heading here, linear expressions is what we are talking about. Okay, and the format is V, EX, where EX is an expression. Okay, so now can we have another level wherein now what we are doing is, let us say we keep the variables as constant and now we need to have 2 expressions. Okay, that will be slightly out of place, but let us say I want to write down with 2 variables an expression remaining 1 only. Okay, so can I write it like this is AX plus BX plus C, keeping in mind that A is non-zero, but this should be Y because we are talking about 2 variables. Then further on in this category only we can write down the 4th, this category, I mean a category which is arising out of this only. I keep on eliminating 1 from the right hand side, and the 5th case that I can write here is, I could have written it as AX, but in that case we will not be having 2 variables. So is this correct? Yes. Next, let us say I want to take it to a next level which says 2 variables and 2 expressions. Can I write this? Of course I can. So which is just like saying AX plus BY plus C, but we are looking for 2 expressions. So in that case we are supposed to write down 2 expressions which are this and this, but we change the values of the coefficients. The coefficients may be the same, may not be the same, keeping in mind that no value of A, no value, I mean when we talk about no value of A and B now can be equal to a 0. Now when I say BI or AI, I am basically referring to A1, B1, C1, D1 and so on. right? This is how. So maybe a sixth category which can arise out of this is, taking an example from here, I can say a1x plus b1y is again a linear expression only, wherein the constant, the absolute constant term is missing, but we are having two expressions. I hope you understood what are linear expressions and what are linear variables, and this is how we can always scale up or scale down the discussion. Now in our subsequent videos we'll be talking more about linear equations and expressions, so please be on the watch out. If you feel that this video is really informative and knowledgeable, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. If you have already done so, click on the bell icon and select all so that you receive regular updates from us. If you want us to do specific videos, put it in the comment section so that we can do it for you. Thank you so much. Until next we meet, goodbye.